So you can see here I've used the pencil quite softly just to kind of build up the structure of the face. And then when I'm sure of the types of marks or the colours that I want, I'll then go over it much more kind of solidly. It almost creates a kind of glaze, it seals. So now that's going to be, that area is going to be much more difficult to apply more colour on, but I'm quite happy with that area. Here, where it's kept soft, I'm still working into it. I'll only go over the colours really heavily when, you know, I'm happy with it. So it does take a long time to build up. But I've just had a lovely Saturday evening. I can't remember the last time that I've kind of given myself the time just to play. I really like working on this kind of paper when I just want to be, I just want to, I don't know, mess about with ideas, not know where it's going. If this works, or if I like little bits, I do quite like the nose and the mouth. Quite like the shape of her as well. You know, I could kind of work in it digitally as well. So we'll have to see, but yeah, it's been really good fun, and I literally cannot remember the last time I've just drawn for the sake of drawing, and I've really enjoyed it. Happy days. Sorry, this is really awkward angle to film, but I'm now just making my fabric patches, and it's so satisfying once you've put them all into Photoshop, and then you can just make repeats of them. That's my husband asking if I want a cup of tea. Yes, please. Bless him. I always feel so embarrassed talking to the camera when there's other people in the house. Yes, please. Of course I want a cup of tea. Anyway, yep, so we've got the wolves. I'm just going to add some other bits on now, and I'll get back to you after my cup of tea. He's a keeper, isn't he? So I thought I should show you the fabric patches because they came back really quickly. Only took a couple of days, and I was really pleased with how they came out. So I've got a small Hattie Wolf patch, and then there's the bigger one. It's a good size from the back of a jacket or on a bag, something like that. And then I've got Scarlet Wolf as well. I've got a few others in the shop actually. Every now and again I like to put these fabric patches kind of in my shop so people can use them however they want. It's lovely when people send pictures of, you know, if they've stitched into it or use it as a patch or a pocket or for like a little project. It's great. So this one's got smaller patches in there, a couple of Christmassy ones in there as well. This one's from my affirmation card collection. And we've got in bulk. And there's Varvinter here. One of my first patches was Miss Briar. A kind of drawn and collaged rabbit, and that's how you can use them on your jackets. So that's on the back of mine, and all I've done here is I press under the edges, put on a big Bondweb patch, iron it on, and then I iron it onto the back of the jacket, and then I don't know if you can see, I just top stitch around the edge, but you could hand stitch it as well if you haven't got a machine. Easier if you do it with Bondweb though, because then it all stays nicely in place. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you my my patches collection. Don't know what I'm going to be doing, but that's part of the fun. Morning. It's, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Ignore the attire because I'm going to go for a run. But what I always do is I walk past my art room when I'm started something and I'm like, oh, I'll just do that little bit before I, go for a run or clean the bathroom or that kind of stuff. And I've started a piece and I wanted to dry brush and knock back the background. So I've just had a very happy 20 minutes. I'll show you in a minute. Doing this with my trusty crusty brush. I love him so much. Yeah, bit worse for wear, but makes the best marks. I've been told in the past, actually, I'll show you them in a minute. I've been told in the past, actually, when people see my brushes on workshops and things like that, and they'll go, oh, your brushes are a bit kind of worn. But they're the best ones. They're the best ones, especially for mixed media. So, I have a few of me precious kind of more, well, the synthetic softer ones. But for textures, can't beat cheapo bashed up brushes. Anyway, that's my lecture on brushes complete. I'll show you what I've been doing. So here are some of my the trusty crusty brushes. All got their own characters, all have a certain job to do, love them all. And this is the background bit of paper that I've been knocking back. I really love building up textures. I thought actually I'll just show you how far I've got with the bit of work I started, and it's for really thinking of new techniques for teaching, both at college and workshops. So yeah, let me show you. It's not finished, but I'll just show you what I've done so far and the kind of ideas that I'm thinking about. It's a bit difficult to fit all of it in one go because it's very long. Yeah, I got these vintage, well, I think they're more like antique, long gloves a couple of weeks ago. I love how the fingers are all twisted and the fact, it's almost got the shape of the hand that used to wear them. So this is for a concertina book. It's not finished, as I've said, but it'll be folded obviously vertically, and I want to work into it a bit more and add some more collage, but I've been painting and working into the papers, creating different textures, colours, and I don't quite know what this lady's doing at the bottom yet, but I think, yeah, could be a story about a lost glove or something like that. So yeah, had a great time. I'm going to be developing those ideas, hopefully a lot more over the summer when I have time to think and to play. So yes, we shall come back to that later in the summer. Well, I think I've gone on long enough, and it's been a bit of a bits and bobs vlog, but that's what it's like at the minute, kind of doing all sorts of little bits, getting loads of ideas kind of flying around my head, so I'm mitting and bitting a bit. Yeah, anyway, so thanks ever so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it, and thank you for your comments as well from the other vlogs. It's absolutely lovely to hear from you. And yeah, I'll see you soon, and hey, let's have one of each. Let's treat ourselves. Thanks again for watching. Bye.